Hey, Nick Goldschmidt. I'm the winemaker for a wine called Yardstick, and this is the story about Yardstick. So Yardstick means the point of reference for the British and the Americans, the two imperialistic countries that still haven't gone to metric. So this is sort of the point of reference for the old school, the old way of measuring is the yard. And when you think about where does the great Cabernets come from in the New World, well, obviously Napa. So Napa is the point of reference for Cabernet, just as the Yardstick is a point of reference for measurement. And I tell a story when I'm out in the trade that, the British and Americans, they got together and they sent this probe or whatever you want out to Jupiter, and or Mars, I forget where it was. Anyway, it arrived about 150 feet above the planet, and the feet of this thing came out to land, and it disappeared because it already thought it was on the planet. And the British called the Americans up and said, "I thought you said it was a left-hand thread," and the Americans said, "I thought you were talking metric." And the funny thing was, I was telling this story in Dallas recently, and one of the tables wasn't laughing, so I went up and talked to them, and they were all from NASA, and they said, "You know what, Nick, that story is true." So anyway, even though I've been sort of embellishing the story a little bit, there is a little bit of truth in that story about the metric versus non-metric scenario. We call this wine Ruth's Reach from the Napa Valley, and Ruth is the name of my sister. And she always used to reach across the table at dinner, so that's where I came up with the name. It's not really to do with water, but people think it is, which is kind of cool. Even though that most of what we do is from Oakville, this wine has a lot of Oakville fruit in it, which gives it that sweetness and roundness and ripeness, but we also put in some fruit from some other regions, primarily Rutherford and a little bit of Calistoga, which gives it a little bit more sort of density, a little bit more of that grainy town that people talk about with Rutherford. But in the end, I like the silkiness and the roundness and the fruitiness of this. So anyway, this is the Yardstick, Ruth's Reach from the Napa Valley from Goldschmidtvineyards. I hope you get a chance to enjoy it.